Welcome back to the coin world. Old coin review and value, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, numismatic treasures, and the hidden value in your pocket change. Today, we journey back in time to uncover the remarkable history of one of the most elusive and historically rich Lincoln wheat pennies, the 1932 Liberty wheat penny, a coin forged in the shadows of the Great Depression, scarce in number and treasured by collectors today. Could one of these be hiding in your collection? Let's find out. The Wheat Penny series began in 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person on its obverse. A profile of President Lincoln, the word liberty, the year, and the motto "In God We Trust." Two sheaves of wheat and the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the Latin motto "E pluribus unum." This design persisted until 1958, when the Lincoln Memorial reverse replaced the wheat ears. The year 1932 was a turning point in American history. The public faced economic uncertainty, and the mint significantly reduced coin production to conserve resources. Because of the economic crisis, very few coins were minted. 1932 had one of the lowest penny mintages in the wheat cent series. Unlike most years, the 1932 wheat penny was only minted in Philadelphia, and no DOS mint marks exist for that year. Collectors quickly recognized its scarcity. Many of these coins circulated heavily due to economic need, so high-grade examples today are extremely rare. The word liberty to the left of Lincoln's portrait carries deeper meaning. During 1932, representing hope, democracy, and American ideals during a time of great hardship. The wheat ears on the reverse symbolize agriculture, growth, and sustenance, values that were critical during the economic struggles of the 1930s. These symbolic elements resonated deeply with the American public. The 1932 wheat penny is highly collectible, especially in uncirculated grades. Only a small number of true red-colored mint state coins are known to survive, increasing their premium. Due to its value, counterfeits and altered dates do exist. Here's how to protect yourself. Watch for tampered 1935 or 1933 coins with altered digits. Avoid cleaned coins, they may appear shiny but lose value. Always grade your coin professionally before selling or buying. The 1932 wheat penny isn't just rare, it tells a story of resilience. A nation in crisis. A symbol of liberty and endurance. A small copper coin that carried real value. When people needed it most, collectors treasure it not just for its rarity, but for its emotional and historical weight. So the next time you come across a wheat penny, take a closer look. That 1932 coin, worn and humble, could be more than just a cent. It might be a historical artifact, a symbol of hope from a troubled era, and perhaps a valuable treasure. The year 1932 was one of the darkest in American history. The United States was entrenched in the Great Depression, with unemployment skyrocketing to historic levels. Millions of Americans were out of work, banks were collapsing, and economic despair swept the nation. It was a time when even a single penny had great value to everyday people. With the economy in turmoil, consumer spending slowed drastically. As a result, the U.S. Mint significantly reduced the number of coins it produced in 1932, including pennies. The need for new coinage simply wasn't there. People were holding on to whatever money they had, and fewer coins returned to circulation. In 1932, a penny was still powerful. It could buy a stick of gum, a newspaper, or a small loaf of bread. In an era when every cent mattered, the Lincoln wheat penny was more than currency. It was a crucial part of survival for many families. Pennies passed through thousands of hands, each one carrying the weight of a struggling nation. Only the Philadelphia Mint produced pennies in 1932, with just over 9 million, struck a steep drop from previous years. The Denver and San Francisco mints, often busy with coin production, did not strike a single Lincoln cent that year. This rarity adds significant collector appeal to the 1932 wheat penny. The iconic design of the Lincoln wheat penny was created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. His portrait of Abraham Lincoln was a dramatic shift from previous U.S. coinage, which had used allegorical representations like liberty. The bold inclusion of Lincoln, a real historical figure, was revolutionary and controversial at the time. Though liberty no longer appeared as a goddess figure on the obverse, her name remained etched beside Lincoln's face. The word liberty, in all caps, stood as a reminder of American values, especially during a time when those ideals were tested. It represented freedom, democracy, and endurance. 1932 was also a year of political change. Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected president in November, defeating Herbert Hoover. FDR promised a New Deal to lift the country out of economic despair. That same year, the humble penny continued circulating, helping people purchase basic necessities amidst uncertainty. Most 1932 pennies were heavily used and worn down by decades of handling. Few were saved in mid-state, as collectors had little interest or money to spare during the Depression. This is why today, uncirculated 1932 wheat pennies are exceedingly rare and fetch high prices on the collector's market. The two stylized ears of wheat on the reverse represent agriculture, the backbone of America's early economy. This simple but elegant design symbolized productivity and nourishment to things America desperately needed in 1903. Abraham Lincoln, the face of the penny, symbolized unity and perseverance. In the midst of the Depression, his image served as a moral compass for Americans.